EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19. Ready?
Throwing right away is Daniels. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Daniels. Try for the tight end, earns and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Rolling to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A couple extra tight ends into formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 26 yards. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 25 yards that time. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To the air goes Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw is Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 6-0 our score after 1.
Got it. Ready? Set up. Ready.
This is caught. Touchdown. Zach Ertz from 4 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. To the right side and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, 4th and long here, late second quarter. I mean, Charles, you knew that was going to be a very tough play to convert. But now, not only do you not convert it, you give up a pick six the other way and give the other team all the momentum.
But, Brandon, I don't think we ever go into a game where both teams don't tell us that they plan to be aggressive in what they're doing on offense. But there's aggressive, and then there's reckless. And how about this one? In the first half of a close game, that backfired on them in a big way. Now I think they're in a position where they have to take a lot of risks in order to try and catch up.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. His throw incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way to the opposite 45. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now it's Jackson. Steps away. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So back at the midfield stripe now, they'll come up 2nd and long. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up. Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C.
Oh, no.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And we are underway from Commander's Field. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Come on, set. Ready.
They go play action. Daniels. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now 2nd and 3.
Here we go, set. Buffalo 18.
Daniels looking to throw.
He's going to take that shit out.
Incomplete.
Anytime a ball's
He better take that shit out, buddy.
up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, here we go.
Crowder in motion here right.
Ready.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Go. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin from 10 yards out. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go, here we go.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Ritter now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go.
They run. It's Tucker. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Set.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Ritter to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 79 Broncos. Let go.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Get it.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through.
Come on.
No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 4.
Hey.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This now a 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Go street. Ready, right?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased at, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet,
but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. He finds Robinson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
18, pioneer. Let's go.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Escaping. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jaden Daniels, as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. We've seen this already from him in this game. Second time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got Turner. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Ready up. Set, ready. Block shot. Ready.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. He finds Mayer here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Ritter back to throw.
Oh,
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Drill green. Ready?
Ritter from the gun on third down. Now this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. To the air goes Daniels. Got a man. It's Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 1 now.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Brown, the motion man right.
Ready.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Play action. Now it's Daniels. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Daniels. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
Here's Daniels. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
listening to the album, good luck. You're on your own.